When headlines started circulating that Patti LaBelle had walked off the Kelly Clarkson show after a heated dispute, fans immediately leaned in, social media buzzed, clips were dissected, and speculation spread like wildfire. Was it a misunderstanding, a clash of personalities, or just another case of a candid moment being amplified into something bigger than it actually was? Whatever the case, the mere idea of Patti LaBelle and Kelly Clarkson in a tense exchange is enough to capture attention, because both women are not only powerhouse vocalists, but also respected, outspoken figures in the music industry. Patti LaBelle, often referred to as the godmother of soul, has built a career spanning more than 6 decades. From her early days with Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells, to her explosive success with LaBelle and her legendary solo career, she has never been one to hold back her truth. Hits like Lady Marmalade, If Only You Knew, and New Attitude cemented her as an icon. Her voice is unmistakable, her presence commanding, and her personality refreshingly direct. Patti has always spoken her mind, whether praising young talent or calling out what she believes is wrong. On the other side of the stage, Kelly Clarkson has carved out her own remarkable journey. Since winning the inaugural season of American Idol in 2002, she has evolved into a Grammy-winning artist and beloved daytime talk show host. The Kelly Clarkson Show has become known for its warmth, humor, and heartfelt conversations. Kelly's Kellyoke segment, where she covers a wide range of songs from different genres, often earns praise from fans and artists alike. Her approach is generally open, friendly, and empathetic. So when Patti LaBelle appeared as a guest, expectations were sky-high. Viewers anticipated vocal fireworks, mutual admiration, and perhaps even a duet moment that would trend across platforms. The early portion of the interview reportedly started on a celebratory note. Kelly introduced Patti with glowing praise, acknowledging her influence on generations of singers. She highlighted Patti's impact on R&B and soul music, and how artists across genres cite her as inspiration. The atmosphere seemed joyful, even nostalgic. But somewhere during the conversation, the tone allegedly shifted. Accounts suggest the dispute may have stemmed from a discussion about the evolution of the music industry, particularly how artists today navigate fame, streaming platforms, and social media pressure. Patti LaBelle, known for valuing live performance and traditional vocal training, has previously expressed concerns about how technology can overshadow raw talent. If the topic veered into that territory, it's easy to imagine Patti offering strong, unfiltered opinions. She has never been shy about defending artistry and discipline. Kelly Clarkson, who has successfully balanced old-school vocals with modern platforms, might have offered a different perspective. As someone who emerged from a televised singing competition and embraced digital culture while maintaining vocal credibility, Kelly represents a bridge between eras. A difference in viewpoints, especially when discussed passionately, can quickly become heated, even if both parties ultimately respect one another. Witnesses claim that Patti appeared visibly frustrated at one point, interrupting or challenging a comment. The energy in the room reportedly grew tense. Studio audiences often feel these shifts immediately. The laughter softens, applause becomes cautious, and the unspoken awareness of conflict fills the air. Patti, never one to mask her emotions, allegedly stood up and walked off the stage before the segment concluded. If true, such a moment would be dramatic, but not entirely surprising given Patti LaBelle's history of authenticity. Throughout her career, she has walked away from situations that didn't sit right with her. She has defended her legacy fiercely. For Patti, respect is non-negotiable. At the same time, Kelly Clarkson has dealt with her fair share of on-air emotional moments. She is known to cry during interviews, laugh uncontrollably during bloopers, and embrace vulnerability in front of cameras. A tense interaction would likely affect her deeply, especially with someone she admires. Reports suggest Kelly attempted to smooth things over, expressing admiration and reiterating her respect for Patti, even after the walk-off. The entertainment world thrives on these moments. Headlines amplify them. Clips get edited into dramatic snippets. Social media chooses sides. But what often gets lost is the complexity behind human interaction. Two powerful women from different generations can disagree without it becoming a permanent feud. It's also worth considering that talk shows, by nature, are fast-paced environments. Segments are timed down to the minute. Producers feed questions through earpieces. Topics can shift abruptly. Miscommunication can happen easily. What viewers perceive as an argument might be a misunderstanding, compounded by time pressure and audience reaction. If Patti LaBelle did walk off, It could have been a spontaneous emotional reaction, rather than a calculated move. She has always valued sincerity over polish. In an era where celebrities often stick to scripted answers, Patti's candidness stands out. Some fans admire that fiercely. Others see it as confrontational. But either way, it's undeniably authentic. Asterisk for Kelly Clarkson. Navigating such a moment requires grace. As a host, she must balance respect for guests with control of a show's tone. She has built her brand on kindness and relatability. If tension arose, she would likely reflect on it privately and attempt reconciliation. Kelly has a history of maintaining positive relationships within the industry. Asterisk. The larger conversation this alleged dispute touches on is generational perspective in music. Patti LaBelle represents an era when artists honed their craft in clubs, toured relentlessly, and relied on live bands. Kelly Clarkson emerged during the rise of reality television and digital downloads. Both pathways demand resilience, but they are fundamentally different experiences. When icons from different eras meet, there can be friction, not because of hostility, but because of contrasting journeys. Asterisk fans have reacted passionately. Some argue that Patti deserves unwavering deference as a legend. Others defend Kelly, emphasizing her respectful demeanor and vocal prowess. But the truth may lie somewhere in between. Respect is not about silence. It's about dialogue. And dialogue sometimes gets messy. Asterisk, it's also important to remember that edited television rarely shows the full picture. What airs might omit context. What trends online might exaggerate tone. Until full footage or official statements clarify events, much of the narrative remains speculation. Asterisk, if anything. The situation highlights how deeply audiences care about both artists. Patti LaBelle's legacy is untouchable. Kelly Clarkson's impact on modern pop culture is undeniable. Their shared passion for music is a common ground, far stronger than any brief disagreement. Asterisk. Moments like these often lead to reflection rather than rivalry. The music industry has seen countless misunderstandings evolve into renewed respect. Artists who clash publicly, sometimes reconcile privately. The spotlight magnifies conflict, but it can also magnify resolution. Asterisk in the end. What remains most powerful is the artistry of both women. Patti LaBelle's voice still commands standing ovations. Kelly Clarkson's vocals continue to stun audiences worldwide. A single, tense exchange, it occurred, does not erase decades of excellence. Asterisk for viewers. The takeaway might be less about drama and more about dialogue. Legends and contemporary stars sharing space is always going to be compelling. It sparks conversation about tradition, evolution, and the future of music. It reminds us that even icons are human. Asterisk whether Patti LaBelle truly walked off in frustration, or whether the moment was overblown by sensational headlines. One thing is certain. Both she and Kelly Clarkson remain influential forces in entertainment. And sometimes, even heated exchanges can underscore just how passionately artists care about their craft. Asterisk, as the dust settles, fans will continue streaming their music, revisiting classic performances, and debating what really happened. But beyond the noise, the enduring truth is simple. Great artists speak their minds, great hosts navigate challenges, and the music, ultimately, outlasts the moment.